I got involved with the African American Male Wellness Agency several years ago. I was working for another corporation, and we were looking to partner with an organization that would allow us to reach some of our diversity efforts. And the African American Male Wellness 5K Walk and Run is a huge event that takes place annually in Columbus. So what better way to get in front of thousands of African Americans in the community than partnering with the African American Male Wellness Agency. And so we were able to sponsor a VIP breakfast, actually a VIP reception that is hosted annually throughout the week of the event. And we've been able to have a good relationship throughout the years. Mental wellness is something that is very important to me. I have my battles with depression and anxiety and identity crisis. Thankfully, I was able to transfer those dark moments into writing a book. I was able to write a book a few years ago. It really helped me from a therapeutic perspective, but it was also an opportunity for me to share my story, to let other men know that it's okay to go through those times, those tough battles, but more importantly, believe in yourself, that you are better than your circumstance, you are better than what you're dealing with. And so being over here at the agency and having mental wellness as one of our key initiatives, it's been incredible. We have a program called Real Men, Real Talk, where we just have a great conversation. We have a safe space, a safe environment for men, whether it's at a community center or it's at a library or church or a restaurant. We always have food, because you know how food gets everybody to come out, right? But we give ourselves a space to just have healthy conversation. Talk therapy is a really big deal right now. And we do understand that African American men ages 18 to 24, they're the highest right now demographic that is dealing with suicide. And so we're trying to do something about it. There's a report out right now by the McKinsey report that says by 2030, African American men will be at the bottom of the totem pole. We're trying to do something about that, not on our watch. So we're doing monthly programming locally and nationally to address these issues, because we feel as though the things that we are doing in the community, literally it's about saving lives. And what better way to save lives than to do it in partnership with other brothers that are trying to do something better with their lives. I believe it's difficult for men, especially black men, to open up about some of the things we're dealing with, truly because so much is asked of us, and so much is on our shoulders that we don't want to appear weak. We don't want to appear shallow. We don't want to appear as if that, any type of feminine ways and releasing and sharing those emotions. But those are all lies. Those are all just false stories that we're telling ourselves. And it's okay for us to cry. It's okay for a man to just be vulnerable and release some of the things that he's dealing with. Because what we've learned is when you are able to just be real with yourself and share what's really going on, there's so much liberation that happens in those moments. You have an opportunity to let someone know, make someone aware, so that action can now be taken. And then when you share, there's other brothers that's like, hey, I'm dealing with that too, or I've dealt with that. And we always have male therapists that are present, so that in the event that anyone wants to go to that next level, they can get connected to someone to help them in that space. But I just believe that at the end of the day, we try to keep everything bottled up because we feel like we're gonna come off as weak if we share that, hey, I'm dealing with some things. That is such a lie. Right now, one of the major disparities that we're trying to address is the life expectancy disparity. Right now, on average, African American men die at age 67 and white men die at age 79. Well, that's a 12-year gap on average. That's a major problem. In some cities, it's larger. I know in Jackson, Mississippi, it's like 25 years. In Houston, Texas, it's a 20-year gap. But many of our brothers are dying in the hands of preventable diseases, which means that things like high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that. Those are things that if we learn our numbers early enough, we can go out here and actually have a fighting chance of living beyond the age of 67. Being almost 40 years old, to say that I only have 27 years left, well, that's alarming. You know, an alarming statistic that I'm thinking, well, what can I do to give myself a fighting chance? Eating healthy, working out or exercising daily, and then also going to the doctor and learning my numbers is critical. So that's why we do what we do, because we want men to at least know what's going on inside of our bodies.